Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. California Flipper here, bringing you guys another video. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to click on today's video. So today I wanted to answer the question that goes around the community like crazy, and that is, how do you go full-time, and how do you deal with the hate that comes along with going full-time from your family and friends and all that good stuff? The people that you're trying to make happy seem to sometimes not be very supportive, or just want you to take the old traditional route, going to college and getting a good job and all that good stuff. Nothing wrong with that at all. Like Rally Roots says, I don't know, I'm sure most of you guys that watch my channel know who Rally Roots is. Shout out to Ryan, he said it best. A lot of people that resell full-time shouldn't be reselling full-time. And I can 100% agree with that. Not everybody, yes, anybody can resell, but not everybody can be a full-time reseller, because it does come down to how bad do you want it, how much are you willing to educate yourself, knowledge, the ups and downs. The first year in reselling, when it's full-time, for me, from my experience, that was the worst time in reselling. And I almost quit a few times, but I knew I wasn't going to quit, because my will to win is not for sale, and I'm not going to sell myself out. I'm not going to quit on anything that I do. But that's just me. And I feel like if my eBay business went down to zero and I lost my account, whatever it is, I would start other businesses. And I'm not going back to work for somebody else, but that's just in my mentality, that I'm an entrepreneur and that this isn't like my last straw. I am going to start other businesses. I'm going to do other things outside of e-commerce, just because I love building things and I love starting over from zero. And not saying it doesn't suck starting over from zero, but you have to love what you're doing. You have to really love what you're doing. That's pretty much just what it comes down to. I love reselling. I've been doing this for 3 years. I love it. I love it so much. I'm starting over from zero and starting a whole nother store. As you guys know, I'm starting a clothing store from 0 listings, and you guys are going to be there from the start to see how far it goes and how big I can grow it. So you guys are going to be there for the whole journey. If I didn't love reselling, I wouldn't start a whole nother store from zero, right? And you guys know my story. One of my stores got shut down because I couldn't pay the eBay fees, and I kept getting returns, and I was in debt, like $600 in debt in PayPal, and I couldn't pay it back. Every sell I would get, it would go towards that negative balance. So I had to shut that store down, open up another store. It later caught up to me to where it was about to shut my second store down, because they found out I opened up a second store, right? And I didn't pay that debt off. So I had to pay that off. Luckily, the second store was doing a lot better. And yeah, but I was in a tough spot, guys. I got my car repossessed. I could barely afford my bills, my rent, my day-to-day bills. I didn't have a phone for a long time, and like actual phone, like I was using a crappy, I had a phone, but it was a crappy phone, like one of those like Metro phones, that like those like Motorola phones with like really crappy service and crappy internet connection. So like looking up comps and stuff, like in the Goodwills and stuff, it was horrible. Flea markets, forget it. It was just one of those kind of phones, right? And anyways, like I came from that to going into my second year. It was tough, like the first couple months into my second year, but then I started catching some traction and started to build some momentum over doing video games, and just experience and knowledge, and knowing what to sell, how much to pay for it, how to check items to make sure they're good to buy, and all that good stuff. It all comes with experience, guys. And I remember seeing people do crazy numbers, 10,000+ a month, and I thought I would never get to that point. And then I was like, man, if I could do that, I'll be good, And then you hit that number, and you're like, it's not enough. And you just gotta keep growing, you gotta keep building. And going full time it's such a journey. It's such a beautiful journey. But if you're not mentally prepared for the troubles that come with it, the returns, the scammers, the paying too much for shipping, losing money, buying bad inventory, just everything. It's so much stuff that I can't explain here in this video off the top of my head, but you have to be able to take the ups and the downs, guys, to go full time. And I would recommend, I don't remember exactly how much I started with, but I know it was under, I think under 300 bucks, 200 bucks range. Because you got to remember, you have to have money to ship, right? If you don't have, and then sell things around your house. That's what I would recommend first. But you're gonna need supplies. You're gonna need to pay for shipping labels. You're gonna need some things where you're gonna need some capital. You need to have money in a reserve for taxes. You need money in a reserve for refunds. You need to have some kind of money, in my opinion. Rally Roots, Ryan, he said, I believe he said, don't quote me on this, but I believe he said he recommends at least $1,000. I can agree with that. You know, put 500 bucks in the account to start out, 500 for inventory, 300 for inventory, whatever it is. And, you know, that way you have some money in, you know, to back up your refunds if you need, and shipping and all that. And yeah, guys, so about the people that, you know, may hate on you or whatever, how do I deal with that? I got asked, how do I deal with that? Honestly, I don't pay attention to it. I'm at a point in my career and like in business that I don't let it affect me. And you do things that prove them wrong. Like, I got this brand new 2020 Honda Civic Sport right off the dealership, and to me, I love this car. Like, I wanted this car. I've always wanted a sport, Honda sport car, Civic Sport to be exact, and I got one. The exact color I wanted. This isn't my dream car by any means, but anyways, I wanted this car. I went and got this car. So like, if people are hating on you and stuff like that, and you pull up in a new car, you get a nice bigger house, or whatever it is, and you don't have to do these things to prove anybody. Don't just buy something to prove something to somebody. I wouldn't recommend that. But say if you need a new car, or you need a bigger house, you need more space, and you end up having to do that anyways, and you go get it all from reselling, it starts to prove people wrong. Like, okay, he got a bigger house, he got a better house, or a bigger house, he got a nicer car. He doesn't work, like, quote unquote work, so he must be doing something right. So little things, you start to realize, people start to realize as you keep reselling and making money and being successful at it, people start to realize, like, okay, he must be doing something right. And I have people asking me for money all the time, and it's like, if I don't work, and how am I making this money? Why are you asking me to borrow money then? So it's like, people start to realize, if you're doing well or not. So just don't pay attention to the haters, guys. Keep doing what you got to do to be successful. Let me know down in the comments if you guys like today's video, and I can do more videos like this, more one-on-one, more talks, like more, I want to be more interactive with the community, and, reseller real talk, and kind of just tell you guys how it is. So I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys very, very soon in the next video. Peace.